Good evening, Americans. This is your favorite alien on Tuesday, December 24th evening here. It's about 10 o'clock in the evening Eastern Standard Time. And, well, I wanted to do this video. I'm in the atrium of where I live in the Atherton Place. So I'll call it High Crimes, Misdemeanors, and Disintegration. Or Full Circle. I've already done one, the Full Circle. But this one is actually a full circle for me. Because it's a video I encountered when I first got here in 2066. So that told me I was here. I could never figure out why, how it happened until about a few months later when it actually ran into the white matter situation here, and I'm here. But this is what starts your disintegration here. High crimes, misdemeanors, and disintegration. Mrs. Pelosi today is pursuing a bad course. Is President Trump a good president? Well, no. Is he a bad president? Well, who am I to say? I'm just an alien. But he hasn't done anything good for the office. But I can't judge him and say he's bad. A lot of presidents since I've been here in the 40 years have been worse than him. Mr. Reagan with his Iran-Contra. Mr. Clinton with his Lewinsky situation. Obama with blaming everybody but himself for United States mistakes in the past. George Bush for following the war that his dad couldn't win, so he had a grudge against Saddam Hussein. You see what I mean, Americans? Your history is littered with this. Now you come to full circle here because today is the start of your disintegration. The Democrats are pursuing a course that they should avoid with all passion and wait till next year's elections and go hard at next year's elections, but they're not going to do that because they're going to pursue this and it's going to cost them big time in next year's election, which is going to be a fiasco anyway. Yes, fiasco. It's going to lead to a coup d'etat. So, like I said, the next 2.5 years are going to be tough for you. When you get to January 2021, whew, you guys are going to be in a tough position. But who put you here? You did. You voted these dum-dums in. Both Democrats and Republicans. Who don't even have your interests at heart here. You, the voter, should say, enough is enough. You don't want President Trump in? Vote him out next year. But let him have his term. Whether it's good or bad, hey, somebody's going to have to pick up the mess. Doesn't every president pick up every predecessor's mess? Figure out what your Constitution is really about. Who you really are. Because if you don't, I'll be reading this video. And like I said, your nation ceased to breathe for its last breath in 2024. And that was just a shell of itself. Because you have factions here, factions there, from the Democratic and Republican Party, and the poor American citizen gets left out in the cold. It was a nice country. I mean, when I first got here, I thought you guys had potential, but then again, I knew better because I knew your history that you guys would disintegrate in 2024, and the world would go to hell in a handbasket. And by the time the Mushka got you guys, that's why it only took them 4 minutes to beat you. 4 minutes. Ain't that terrible? And all is because of Mrs. Pelosi's mistake today. She should have told the Democrats to go stick it. But you got this hatred for President Trump, and you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel that you had. You had it all made to beat him in November, but you're throwing that out in the air, and thus it's going to cost you big time. Biden has a mistake he knows. He made a big mistake in over there in Ukraine. It's going to come to bite him in the ass. Trump already has an ace in the card. You should know he's a counterpuncher. So this is what I'm saying, Americans. This is the beginning of the end for you, unfortunately. And they're writing this video to me because I'll see it again in 2066 unless I get this loop out of the way. So that's why I'm writing this video differently. So to me, Commander Icker, when you read this, do not take the path to Alpha Centauri. Take a turn a light year past Alpha Centauri, and you'll make it. You do that, you're going to hit the white matter situation, and you'll be right back here for another 40, maybe 60 years. So this is your favorite alien. Bubba's asleep right now. Just saying, Americans, this is the beginning of the end for you. Unless you tell Pelosi to go stick it. President Trump is no charm, but get him out next year. Thanks.